Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah.
All right. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to a special Wednesday edition of the Inferno Gridiron. This is week 11, brought to you by yours truly, Biking Around, along with my wonderful co-host, Mr. Dreamer. How are we doing,
What's the
Dreamer?
word, baby? Let me get a year in the chat. I'm trying to
Yeah.
open up this chocolate bar.
Is that your charged chocolate?
Yeah.
Hey, I saw their post, by the way.
Some energy.
Not sponsored, but it said vegan on the thing. But then I could swear I read the box and I could have swore I read milk on it. But maybe they have a certain one that's a vegan flavor. Because I was telling Ashley, I was like, "Yo, she might be able to eat that."
Maybe.
Maybe. Huh. Well, check the label again. Well, welcome again to the Inferno Hot Corner. This is week 11. Trade deadline. No more trades allowed. Obviously, waivers already went through for last night into today, so we'll see some of the moves that some people made, if they made any. But first and foremost, we'd like to thank our sponsors. We got BR Paradox, Zipchair Gaming, Sure, and our title sponsor, Raising Canes. If you didn't know, now you know. This is week 11. We are 3 weeks away from playoffs, and we have some amazing prizes to the winning duo of the league. There are 6 LVI creators, 6 members of the community. Dreamer, would you like to talk to us about what the winning duo will receive?
Let's talk to you about your prizes because everybody knows that's what you guys are here for. The winning duo will receive 1 life-size Canes Inferno plush, an assortment of Canes box combo cards. There's no telling how many that might be. An Inferno trophy presented to you by Raising Canes. 1 tailgate feeding of 10, which would be fantastic for mine and Bikey's household.
Yeah, we just go in on 10 of them.
One of us just win, and then we just, you know what I mean? We just rock, right? 2 zip chair gaming chairs, 2 Sure items, no telling what that might be. Could win a mic, to be honest. And 2 Paradox custom keyboards. So definitely a good amount of prizes. The value is probably through the roof on that one. I know the chairs alone. I mean, we're both sitting on them, and
yeah, quite expensive, but they're really
not
good
cheap.
quality,
But you know
though.
what? Worth it.
Definitely.
Worth it at the end of the day. So definitely playing for something out here. That's for sure.
Yep. So let's get right into it. Speaking of, trying to make this playoff push, not gonna lie, myself and my fellow co-hosts, we did take a little hit this week.
Bro, this
But,
hurts. Like, why? Every
Yeah.
time.
We may be
Why
down.
could Dossel not lose too? Like,
I know,
shit.
right? We're down. We're not out yet, technically, but we're pretty down. We're in must-win situations here. We can start with my game since obviously, it's only fitting that I go up against the highest scoring team of the week. I put up 113 points, respectable. But when you're going up against a guy that puts up 173 points, it's kind of hard to keep up. So yeah, congrats.
It's a little difficult. We do want to say in advance, chat, this will be a hard cutoff on a show. We do have some things we got to take care of, so we do have
we'll probably zip through a little bit.
Mostly Bikey, but
Yeah.
we got to zip through a little bit today.
I
But,
mean, we're a few minutes late,
Entertainment nonetheless. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we got Mr. Egon's over here just murdering my team, basically. Mahomes kept up with Jalen Hurts. It was nice to see Jalen Hurts not score too much that he has been in recent weeks. Where it starts to hurt is Mr. Kareem Hunt, who's on his way out with Pacheco returning. We got the boy Breece Hall outscoring by 23 points there. We got Kamara, another bad game. You got Brian Robinson. He kept up with him a little bit. Got Amon-Ra, our boy Amon-Ra St. Brown. Holding it down.
Yeah, he popped crazy.
I think he was the highest scoring receiver of the week, actually.
I mean, perfect game. 11 for 11, 160 yards.
Caught everything.
I mean, you can't ask for anything better.
Caught everything thrown at him. Did have that Puka Nacua, kind of kept it close, putting up 24 points on his end. I did beat him in the Josh Downs versus BTJ matchup here by 6 points. But what really killed me this week is Mr. Travis Kelce. Mr. Travis Kelce, I don't know what happened to him, but they lost to Buffalo. And you got this man, Jonnu Smith, putting up 29 points, the highest scoring tight end of the week.
I want to understand how Kelce only gets 2. Like, he only got 4 targets the entire game.
Yeah,
like, y'all put up 21 points and somehow, like, I mean, in my opinion, your star receiver of some kind gets 4 targets.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Sure. I don't know what happened there, but
Speaking of that, Jaden Reed with like
Jaden Reed.
Targets?
Yeah,
know, man.
Something's going on with my team. I don't know. I thought my team looks good on paper though, but apparently not. Yeah, you got John Smith, and then you got Jerry Jeudy popping off for the Browns as well, putting up 27.7 points, which also hurt.
I almost said that's surprising, but like it's not that surprising, but at the same time, like his production is surprising. I'd say like you don't really see him as a 6 receptions, 142-yard guy, but I mean, hey. If he's gonna do it, he's gonna do it, I guess.
And if he's gonna do it, he's gotta do it against me. So it's perfect. Defense, kickers, whatever. I mean, both our kickers put up decent amount of points, but my defense could have done better. But
wish my kicker would.
Huh? Yeah, I wish your kicker would. Yeah, you still got Justin Tucker.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, we did make the move though, trading Mr. Dreamer over here for Tyrone Tracy. So we'll see if the trade pays off for me this next week.
Didn't pay off for me yet.
Oh, I mean, yeah, Lad McConkey. But we'll
talk about it here.
We'll see. Yeah. I mean, this guy had Jameson Williams and JSN and go for 20+ on his bench. So who knows if he could have started 5 receivers, he would have beat me by like 300. I mean, I could have made it up. Maybe starting Buffalo defense, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Any of these guys, but man, I had no shot, man. This guy's just, he's been the highest scoring team all season. I think OBG Meg just passed him, but he's basically the #1 scoring team all season. And it's just a tough matchup. He's 9-2 now. I'm 4-7. I need to win out just to try to sniff playoffs.
Did you really expect to win that though? Like Aegon's is top of the league for a reason. He puts up a lot of points on a consistent base. The funny part is his like the original projection. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
116, and then his team just balls the fuck out.
Yeah, my team was projected to beat him technically. So I mean, I expect.
There's nothing you can really do about that, man.
I expect more on my team, Yeah. But hey, it's okay. I put up decent points though. I did make up some ground on the points ratio on some of these guys. I've been trying to I need to score points because even if I win out, I still need to win the tiebreaker on points. And it's nice to see putting up north of 110. It's good. It's good. All right, let's go into our next matchup. We got Aaron versus Docile. This was a close one. Another close matchup for both of these guys. Aaron's been kind of unlucky the last few weeks. I think he's lost by like a combined 10 points in the last 3 weeks. Looking like the Cincinnati Bengals over here.
See, this is one of the ones I was praying for. And Herbert, he was within those 5 points with like a quarter and a half to go. And towards the end of the game, Herbert just couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Did he have especially that last play?
No? Oh, no.
No, it's just Herbert. Especially that last play. I mean, we'll talk about when we get to Havoc, but Havoc hits a buzzer beater on the last play, and it's not even a dump off. So, I mean, that hurt. That definitely hurt. When I saw that last play, I was pissed because Soap was right there with it.
Yeah, we were hoping. Yeah, we were hoping. We needed our LVI members to get knocked down. Jordan Love back a little more healthy after the bye, and 1 week removed from his groin injury. He only threw 17 times, but 261 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He also had 4 carries with 18 yards and a rushing touchdown. He kept up with Justin Herbert over here on this side. Aaron Jones, Nick Chubb, both horrendous this week. All 4 of these running backs actually really bad games for them. So you got JT, Bijan. Bijan had been balling out the past 5 weeks, basically.
Yeah, the fact that
he got traded.
Also, the fact that JT touches the ball 24 times, can't get more than 6 points is fucking crazy.
Yeah, yeah. 2 yards per
carry.
Why
is Bijan only getting the ball 12 times? I'm not really sure. Denver's rushing defense is good, but not that good. You should be handing this man the ball. He's your playmaker.
They did, they were getting beat badly, so I guess they had to throw the ball more. But that sucks there. Nick Chubb, rushed for 50 yards, but he just hasn't punched in any touchdowns or anything crazy.
I just traded for him in another league. I made a little blockbuster trade at the end in the actually in the Cream Team league.
Oh yeah, to get a little Nick Chubb.
Yeah, well, not even for Nick Chubb. I think Soap actually. Soap sent me a trade, and it was he sent me Addison, Chubb. Who else? Addison, Chubb, Bucky Irving, and
Damn.
Somebody else.
Damn, how many people you guys trading there? Bunch of handcuffs. Bunch of low tier.
What was the trade? Bucky Irving, Addison, Chubb, and Tillman. And I traded him McMillan, CeeDee Lamb, and Jalen Warren.
Yeah. Interesting.
I went for depth. I made a play for depth.
Interesting. Yeah. I like that. We got Tyreek Hill over here. Tyreek Hill is slowly but surely coming around.
What's up, Tiff?
Yo, what's up, Tiffers? Tyreek Hill, putting up a TD there, 7 for 8.
All time. Shit.
I know, yeah. He caught
Who's been back how many weeks? Like, shit.
3 weeks now, man. Yeah. He's caught touchdowns. He just hasn't gotten those crazy, like, 100-plus yard games in a while.
This is the first time that he's getting, like, the actual looks. Like,
he had 8 targets
He's getting
this game.
targets now. I don't know if he was hurt this game. I know he's dealing with, like, a wrist issue. But I don't know how that played into this game leading up. I know last game he was kind of really favoring that wrist. So
then you got,
hopefully he'll see more production, I guess.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, they're pretty matched up pretty well. Devontae Adams had a pretty solid game, other than he didn't find the end zone. That's about it. Odunze, nice little bounce back, 6 catches on 10 targets. Justin Jefferson, didn't find the end zone. So I mean, he scored below his average, but I mean he's still solid. Tight end matchup, pretty battle of mediocre.
As fuck.
Yeah.
2 for 2, 14, 2 for 3, 22. Holy shit.
So that was a pretty even matchup.
Up, man.
We got in the flex position. We have Najee Harris putting up 12 points against Calvin Ridley's 8. Calvin Ridley, who had a freaking bust out game last week with the 2 touchdowns and going crazy, backs it up for 8 points. I mean, it's nothing too crazy, but Najee Harris, catches the main receptions out the backfield as a running back, and on top of that adds his carries to outscore him there. Looks like the big difference really in this game, because it was a 5-point game, was Mr. Dostal's defense, Minnesota, going up against Tennessee, putting up 14 points. I think this is where Aaron could look back and can't believe he didn't pick a flyer defense, because as good as Kansas City's defense is, I would not start them against Buffalo. Exactly. I would not have played them against Buffalo.
Week. I think of one of my leagues, I have LA, like I have the Chargers, and I'm not playing them against Baltimore. I'm gonna go pick up somebody else.
Yeah. So like we emphasize every week, defense, kickers obviously are very crucial, and making sure you swap those guys out for matchups. It's pretty critical, and as you can tell in this game here, he doesn't have Malik Neighbors or James Conner, 2 of his starters.
Hunter Henry on the bench with 10.
Hunter Henry even on the bench.
I don't want him the game.
Hunter Henry over Mark Andrews. I don't know, tough call. I mean, but then again, Dassel also had freaking Boswell over here putting up 20 points as a kicker.
That's crazy.
That might be the highest. That might be the highest scoring kicker. Or game from a kicker this season.
Actually, literally click on his name. Watch. Go to week 1.
Oh yeah, he had 19 there too. 19.5 there too.
Yeah, bro.
That's
like he
crazy.
is the guy right now, and it's not even like he's the number 1 kicker in the league. He's the only kicker with numerous 20-point games right now.
Yep. Oh, Aaron, you're cooked now. Don't worry, you're not officially cooked yet. We'll see when we get to the standings.
If we're not cooked, you're not cooked. I don't want to hear that.
I mean, yeah, you had a chance, man. You had a chance. You have been taking some tough L's lately, though. So
you're 5 and 6.
I do feel bad for you, but I think he has decent points scored. We'll see. We'll see in the standings. I mean, we're 4 and 7. We technically still have a chance. Let's go over to another nail biter game. We're cheering for the community. Me and Jim were cheering for the community this week. We wanted Aaron. Aaron needed to beat Dazzle. We needed Soap to beat Havoc, and then Havoc. Havoc has Jared Goff pop out for 42 points. Outscoring Joe Burrow of all people.
If I'm not mistaken, that solidifies Havoc into the playoffs.
Probably. Yeah. That probably locks him in.
This win legitimately solidifies him into the playoffs, because he is 8-3. And the closest individuals to him are us, as far as like bumping somebody out of the playoffs, and we're 4 and 7 with only 3 games left. Havoc has solidified himself a playoff berth.
Well, you still got Tim. Oh yeah, no, never mind. He would. Wait,
he's solidified regardless in the top 3.
Is he though? Because if
there's only 3 games left.
Oh yeah, I guess
we can only get to 7 wins.
if Tamer and Dasso were to pass him, yeah, that's true because Defy's non-existent.
Either way, he's gonna be in third.
Yeah, he's in. But we'll see how good his team performs in the playoffs. He did win this close game with a late J.K. Dobbins touchdown.
Yeah, that one's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Let me go ahead and break this one down. Joe Burrow, aside from his kicker being absolutely brain dead, Evan McPherson, look for a job, brother, because you're not getting extended. 28 for 50. Literally had to put the ball in the air 50 times. I don't know if giving the ball to Chase Brown would have made a difference realistically, but 50 times is kind of crazy. 356 for 3 tutties. Carried the ball a little bit, 14, averaging 14 on the ground. So, but Jared Goff does Jared Goff things this week. 400 yards, 4 tutties, 4 carries. He was running a little bit, which is a little new for him.
Yeah.
So even though Joe Burrow has an amazing game, Jared Goff absolutely outplays on the other side. Austin Eckler, 2 carries, 7 yards, but 9 targets
PPR,
out of the backfield.
Yeah.
PPR for the W. This is the exact reason why Austin Eckler at some point in time was number 1, even when he was in LA. I mean, PPR is a hell of a thing, right? Derrick Henry on the other side having I'd say a bad week in his regards.
He lost
13 carries. Yeah, lost a fumble early, 13 carries, 65 yards, still put up a tutty, brought it back a little bit, 10 points though. This kid, I'll never understand Sean fucking Payton. All right. I won't understand Sean Payton because out loud, I don't know if he's trying to play mind games with somebody. He thinks he's cool. Like, I don't get it, right? Out loud, it's this kid is going to get more involved. Meanwhile, this kid gets 6 fucking carries. I don't get it.
I'm pissed.
Somebody help me understand. Like, I don't know, man.
Expected him to have a little more involvement than he did this week.
Yeah, 6 carries is a little bit of
and they won.
Kick in the throat too, and they won. Like, you won 38-6 and couldn't give the kid more than 6 carries. Like, he had as many carries as the other team had points. Shots fired.
It's okay.
J.K. Dobbins with the buzzer beater, 11 carries, 56 yards. Big carry at the end. I think it was like a 29-yard touchdown or something like that. 39-yard touchdown.
Yeah, pretty much game winner for him.
Yeah, he was pretty much held down all game, but I mean, other than the touchdown at the red zone, but turns up for 56, 2 touchdowns. Cool. Juwan Jennings having a fantastic game. I don't know what it is, but something tells me maybe they should have handed Brandon Ayuk's money to Juwan Jennings.
Sounds like they should.
Not only is he like producing, but like he's catching everything that's thrown to him.
Yep.
He's shown it over and over again.
He's the best receiver out there, other than probably George Kittle, maybe, I guess, tight end.
Yeah, I'd put him over Debo right now, to be honest. And he's less of a diva.
He doesn't wear
Drake
skirts.
London. Drake London, rough game. Devontae Smith, a little bit of the same. Debo Samuel, diva going downhill. Evan Ingram, same. Tucker Kraft literally put up a big old
Tucker
0
Kraft,
over there.
Big hurt right there, man. He had been popping off, but he's just disappeared from the face of the planet.
That's a rough one. And they won.
And they won.
Block field goal over there.
Block field goal.
Block field goal.
Go Pack go.
We love it. Chicago is going to have nightmares this year. I'm not gonna lie.
They are.
Hail Mary and block field goal within a couple weeks of each other.
Yeah.
Hawkinson, mediocre game over there. They still took the W. DK Metcalf, 7 for 970 yards, couldn't get in the end zone, so a respectable 12 out of him. Bates, if I'm not mistaken, no, buzzer beater was a week before. They absolutely shit on Jacksonville.
Yeah, 52 points.
Yeah, but he puts up a 50 to 59 yarder somewhere in between there. 7 for 7 on extra points is nuts. Cameron Dicker, I mean, good game from a kicker. Cool.
Yeah.
Denver putting up 14 over there because Atlanta can't move the ball. Detroit putting up 12 because,
I'm honestly surprised they didn't have more. Oh, they had Mac Jones. Mac Jones. Who?
Yeah, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence wasn't even playing. It was literally Mac Jones.
Yeah, it's literally Mac Jones.
All around outplayed over there. When it comes to, I think the quarterbacks were the big difference. Tucker Kraft putting up 0, keeps soap in the game, but things happen.
And look
on the benches, we got
T. Higgins going off.
Yeah, on the benches we got Purdy. The funny part is T. Higgins was supposed to be on Soap's team, but I don't know what kind of like why in. Okay, explain this to me.
Did he trade him or what?
Yeah. You didn't see the trade?
I don't remember. No, I have to look.
I'm gonna call this fucking trade out right now, right?
Okay, so him for Pacheco.
Yeah.
Soap,
simple trade.
You're trying to win now. Soap, what are you doing?
I mean, he's getting depth.
But he's a win now team.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the trade is not lopsided on either side.
It wasn't, but it's questionable though. Like,
I get it.
What's he trading for?
But also, I don't play these bullshit games, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it out. Right when I go ahead and look at, I put it in the chat. Right, I said the normal push through or veto. Right. Why the fuck do we have 3 votes for veto? Why? Aaron, Tamer, and Sit Kicks all voted to veto.
I probably should have voted for veto too, because he's going for playoffs. If he has no chance to make playoffs if he gets Pacheco.
Yeah, but that's not the point of vetoes. Like, I'm gonna call it out loud.
Yeah, it's not a fair trade because it's not situationally fair for him to even
situationally fair.
Yes,
doesn't
it does. It's not a fair trade.
In what world does that?
It's not a dynasty. It's not a dynasty. Pacheco is not going to help his team win games, and he needs to win games now. And
don't get me wrong.
Havoc is
do I want Havoc to get better? Absolutely not. Do I care what happens with Soap right now? Absolutely not. He's out of it. Right.
But it doesn't make him better either.
Speaking right, but keep in mind, right? I'm speaking from the point of view of a commissioner, right? Is the trade even?
I don't think so. Technically,
yes.
No. Look at T. Higgins' stats. Aside from the games
10, 27, 12, 17, 29.
Yeah, he's averaging.
That's going to Soap's team.
He's averaging 15 points.
Yeah, and that's going to Soap's team. Pacheco is going to Havoc.
Oh, Pacheco's. Oh, I thought it was the other way around. Sorry, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, this is the point that I'm making. Like, Pacheco is going to Havoc. He's getting running back depth.
Wait,
right?
Why is he on?
T. Higgins is going to Soap's team.
Wait, then how is he on Havoc's bench then?
Because the trade did not go through. Because I put up the veto or push through, and we got 5 votes for push through and 3 for veto, and we needed 7 to push it through. So he didn't get it in time, so then it came through after the fact. Now he's on Soap's team.
Didn't say. Wait, now he's.
This is the point. Like, you guys like use your brain, right?
Thought you said, don't use a veto.
You don't use a veto for strategic advantage. You don't use a veto just because that's not a thing. If that was the thing, if that trade got full vetoed, I would have commissioner pushed it through. I shit y'all not. Why? Because you don't use it for strategic advantage. If the veto is there for is the trade fair?
The trade is fair. I thought that he was getting Pacheco from Havoc.
Fuck no, Soap.
No, that's what I was saying. That's why I said it doesn't make sense because he needs to win now, which is exactly why he would need a T. Higgins.
Exactly.
And Havoc's already, prime for playoffs, so he's just trying to improve his roster or something.
Yeah, exactly. So that was my point.
Oh,
you know
what
I mean? So when I saw that, I was just like, "Fuck," you know what I mean? Like, why are
Well, who didn't vote?
All right,
that's the problem.
You didn't vote.
I voted.
Did you vote?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I pushed it through. Anyways, Havoc.
Let me check.
You said it went through now.
Push throughs were Bikey, Soap, Aegon's, me, and Havoc. And then vetoes were Aaron, Tamer, and Sit Kick.
But Docile and OBG didn't?
So Docile, OBG, and
Piffin?
one other person. It's got to be Piff, yeah.
This guy.
So.
Well, anyways, moving over to the next matchup, we got Mr. B Piffin helping the boys out, putting up a double over Tamer, who puts up 142 points and takes an L. How do we feel?
Yeah, that's nuts. Good for us, honestly. Like, we still need. I didn't think that Piffin was gonna pull that out. I'm gonna be honest. Putting up 160, I think that's his max on the year. And it's good for us because we're getting closer. I mean, people probably think that we hate on Tamer. We don't. We want to make the playoffs, so we need his ass to
I
lose.
hate on anybody who's ahead of me.
And also, he was like, if I'm not mistaken, he was like 5 or 6-0, like going in. I think he's lost like 4 or 5 straight. No bullshit.
Yeah, he's lost 5 of his last 6. He was 5-0 to start the season.
So I love Tamer to death, but are we praying on his downfall right now? Fuck yeah, bro. Like I'm trying to win. I'm trying to get in the playoffs. You know what I mean? One game at a time, baby. But if we go ahead and look at this, Tamer puts in Russell Wilson. He didn't really have a bad game. He didn't get in the end zone. 2, that interception threw him back a little bit. 200 yards, 23 for 36. It was kind of like just a mediocre game. Jaden Daniels having a little bit of a mediocre game of his own, but still takes the advantage over there. 2 running back ones. I mean, both Detroit running backs and both put up 20 plus. So I mean that core over there, that's probably the best 1-2 punch in the NFL right now.
Facts.
Saquon Barkley, he absolutely killed me in my league, in my family league. Especially that run at the end absolutely killed me.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Best running back in the NFL right now, honestly. James Cook, not a bad game at all. Honestly, 9 carries, 20 yards, but put up 2 tutties, 5 for 6. 5 for 6, 7 yards is crazy because with those 5 catches, he gets 5 points.
Exactly.
It's 1 point per catch on a PPR.
Are we full PPR? I forget.
We are full PPR.
Damn.
Yeah. So I mean, I only play full PPR. So he gets 5 points just off the catches, and another 0.7 points for fucking the 7 yards or something. It's like, damn, bro. Pickens, decent game out of Pickens. If he would have gotten the end zone, would have put up 20. Big win out of Pittsburgh over there against Baltimore.
Yeah, leading the division.
Sutton having a good game over there.
He's been solid lately.
Outscored by Pickens. You know what? Bo Nix has turned into a quarterback that will. One of my favorite quarterbacks, or not him in general, but those kind of quarterbacks are my favorite. They'll put the bitch up, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. He's trusting his wide receivers. He's tossing it up, and Sutton's always proven to go get it. So now that they have that comfortability, I mean, that duo right there is gonna be a real big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Keenan Allen over there in Chicago, 4 for 8, 41 yards, respectable stat line to a degree. But
it's time to retire.
Can't play in a tutty. I think it's about time. It's probably about time. I think Caleb Williams is going to get him hurt if he doesn't, to be honest.
Yeah. Cooper Kupp popping off.
That's ridiculous. That stat line right there is ridiculous.
Hey, that's Cooper Kupp, though, for you, man. I mean, everybody overshadows him with Puka Nacua, but Cooper Kupp's still that guy, man.
They really do, man. And let's not forget that, only a good couple of years ago did Cooper Kupp grab a Triple Crown. So, and damn near break the NFL wide receiver record. So let's put some respect on his name, man. Bowers, I mean, dude, this kid's a fucking monster, bro.
Yeah,
actually a machine.
13 catches is insane. 16 targets is insane.
Yeah, he broke I think it's like an NFL rookie receiving record or something. Yeah.
What's up, Smile Stick Club? And then Njoku, Njoku 9 for 9 as well. And good game from him over there.
He's been producing.
It's crazy how him and Jerry Jeudy both put up some monster numbers and they lost by 21 points.
Jameis Winston is not afraid to throw the ball. I would, you know what? Go ahead and keep rounding this out real quick. Keep talking about it. I'm gonna pull up some numbers real quick.
All right, we got Kenneth Walker over here, pretty matched up with Ramondre Stevenson, Jake Sanders, fairly matched up with Daniel Carlson, and the big difference, one of the bigger differences here, we got the Houston defense putting up 21 points on was this Sunday night? This is the Monday night game, right? Houston versus Dallas, yeah. They put up 21 points to Green Bay's 8. Oh yeah, sorry. Piven wins by 19 points, 18 points, and he outscores his defense, outscores him by 13. So majority of work there. He also had Bo Nix on his bench, so he could have had another 20 more points. Yeah, another 35 over Jaden Daniels.
Quentin Johnston down there too doing his thing.
Quentin Johnston,
48 yards in the tutty.
Damn, only 2 catches on 8 targets. Kind of crazy.
Quick pull up on numbers, right? Jameis Winston has put the ball in the air 40 times a game since he came into the league. Since he started starting.
He slangs it, man. He throws the ball
40 times a game. They didn't even win that game, if I'm not mistaken.
No, they got killed by 21 points.
And he put up 32 points. 30 for 46, 2 tutties, 395 yards in the air. Fucking crazy.
How many interceptions? Now, they had a couple. They had a couple turnovers for touchdowns. I think that's why.
I will say I think Cleveland needs to rock with Jameis Winston. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think they need to go build through the draft, build an offensive line, get him a little bit of an offensive line, and they need some defensive help. I think it's about time that they go get them a running back out of the draft, possibly first round.
Nah. Chubb's gonna come back healthy next year. He'll be back.
I don't know, man. I don't have faith in him anymore.
He'll be back.
To be honest. But I do want to make a note on the time, so let's keep running through shit because we got about 15 minutes.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about your matchup.
All right, let me go down to matchup real quick. It's gonna be a real quick one. I got my ass handed to me today, or this week. Josh Allen does Josh Allen things. Fantastic. He actually outscores Lamar Jackson, which is great. But based on the trade that I had with Mikey, I picked up Etienne and Pollard, and both of them just didn't exist.
Sorry.
It could have been a whole lot better for Etienne, to be honest. 12 carries, 27 yards was kind of rough. Also playing against Detroit, but like he's the best option I had at running back this week, so I just kind of rocked
Tony
with
Pollard really is the upsetting one for me, honestly, because
Tony
Pollard's been having a pretty good season.
But playing against Minnesota, this is a weird week for me to have them because Detroit and Minnesota both have top tier defenses. So it's just kind of like, and did Tennessee even attempt to open up the passing game to like get them to respect the play action or anything like that? Probably not. So, I mean, Minnesota just tramples over Tennessee. Detroit gives an absolute ass whooping to Jacksonville, and the running game suffers because of it. On the other side, Chase Brown, 22 carries, 86. I mean, the kid's a beast. Yeah. 5 for 757 yards. I mean, he put up 130.
Probably one of the pickups. Probably one of the pickups of the year, honestly.
Which is crazy because I could have had him in so many different leagues.
Yeah. But the boy Zach Moss, we had too much faith in the boy Zach Moss.
Way too much faith. Never again. Never again. Joe Mixon, I don't even want to talk about.
He might be one of the players. He's also candidate for top wide. Aside from a few games he missed, man, his average is insane. Like he literally had a bad game.
That one hurt.
This guy's
I watched him high
20,
step over one of my cornerbacks.
Yeah, this guy's averaging 28 points, and he missed 3 games. It's crazy. Almost every single game but one game last week. I'm a firm believer of the fact that he would be a top 2 running back in the league right now if he didn't miss those 3 games. Yeah, 3.5, I guess, if you can include the game that he got hurt in. But dude, he would be right there with Saquon. He scored every single touch. He scored a touchdown every single game.
If you don't count week 2, he has scored in every single game, and carried the ball more than 13 times, had 100 yards in every single game except for week 10 against Detroit.
Yeah,
but even during that time, he had a touchdown. So it's it's ridiculous.
He's killing it. You also got Jamar Chase, man. Jamar Chase has been balling out lately.
He's ridiculous. He's a monster. He is the best receiver in the NFL right now.
Yeah. AJ Brown, Garrett Wilson not doing too much for you, being top tier wide receivers, not looking good. He did have a donut with Ricky Pearsall.
And fuck Aaron Rodgers.
But honestly, man, how about Taysom Hill? Highest scoring player of the week.
Brother, I just dropped him in another league.
I don't see this repeating itself. I think this is a one-off. But the fact that he started Taysom Hill and it was against you.
You know what's crazy? I played Taysom Hill last week in another league over somebody. Lost by a couple points. Or I played him over Calvin Ridley. I put him in 10 minutes before the kickoffs, right?
Yeah.
He puts up 7 points. Calvin Ridley puts up 25. I lost by 15, right?
Yeah.
Drop Taysom Hill, and then he proceeds to put up 42 the very next week after I drop him. Fuck me.
Love that for you.
Dallas Goedert, 10 points. I'm not mad at that.
No, happy with that.
Lad McConkey coming off the trade with Mikey, 6 for 9, 123. It would have been fantastic if he would have put up a touchdown, but it wouldn't have mattered. So,
higher scoring position player on your team, aside from Josh Allen, he's the highest scoring player. So the running back. I mean, even if you only got one running back from it, that's why I wanted to give you 2 running backs, because I wanted you to have the opportunity to pick and choose between at least having some depth. And then Dowdle, I mean, if Dowdle was in there, I guess it wouldn't have made a difference either. So unfortunate.
The funny part is, realistically, I don't even know what I see myself doing, to be honest. I think Etienne's probably going to sit, and I'm going to go Pollard, Chuba going forward, and then McConkey in the
slot and the flex, and
just rock with it. I really don't know right now, to be honest. I think Dowdle's going to stay on the bench, even though they say Dowdle's going to be the lead back going forward. I mean, dude, how long did it take you to come up with? Yeah, how long did it take you to come up with that fucking shit show decision? That should have been happened. But, Is what it is. On to the next one.
All right. On to our last matchup. We have the then 2-8 Defy losing to Sick Kicks, which is also another team. Like I mentioned, I don't think he has the depth to make it through playoffs. Same thing, you know. Not to put him and Tamer in the same boat, but man, we've been questioning their rosters for a while. They're heavy on running backs. I mean, you know. McLaurin has a bad game, so I mean, you know, it is what it is. But
yeah, you're playing against Philly. It's kind of a toss-up, right?
Yeah, I mean, he has, you know, nice to see A-Chain come around.
Fantastic game.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs, great game. Go Pack, go. McCaffrey trying to come around for Defy, still trying to get his legs under him. Still gets over 100 yards rushing, receiving. The battle out quarterback, pretty mediocre. You know, CJ Stroud underperforming. Geno Smith slightly underperforming. CeeDee Lamb actually put up a good amount of points still for you know the feeling of that offense being a little out of whack.
The thing is, man, CD's gonna put up points regardless. Like, click on his name, man. Like, he's consistent.
Last game,
he's not exactly he's not exactly jumping by any means, but like, you know, last game once again toss up against Philly, right?
Yeah.
But every week before that, I mean, he's giving you 10.
If you give him
12,
the ball,
15,
he better get 17 targets.
You got to give the guy the ball. He's the number 4 receiver in the NFL.
You got Cooper Rush, though. You got Cooper Rush at quarterback now. It's nice to see. Yeah, it's nice to see that Cooper Rush still throwing the ball at him. So that's still good. Kyron Williams been kind of has fallen off, I feel, these past few weeks.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's only been what, 2 weeks. I mean, when you
3
look
weeks
at 10,
now, technically
10, yeah, I guess. But you know, 3 weeks with rough. But you got Seattle, Miami, New England. Though, in my opinion, though, those are 3 teams he should have absolutely the shit out of. So
yeah, exactly. Now you got Philly next.
He's got Philly, New Orleans, and Buffalo leading into the playoffs. So that's a little rough.
Yeah, 2 of his 3 games.
That might be the games where you lean on him the most and give him a little more volume.
Yeah.
The crazy part is he's not even playing bad. 15 carries, 86 yards.
No,
like that is a respectable stat line, but they're not giving him the ball.
No passing, no passing game, no red zone touches. It's a little tough there.
A little rough.
Yeah, I mean, on his bench he has Javonte Williams, who all of a sudden, you know, gets the touchdown and has some more play than
Mr. Touched the ball 3 times more than the kid.
But the catch is out the backfield, I guess, you know.
Yeah, I know, man. That's what, another 6.5 points, almost 7 points that came out of the backfield.
Yeah, we still have him. We still have him hogging 3 defenses. I don't know. I guess I don't know what the strat is on that, but you know,
it's nobody else gets a defense. That's his strat.
I guess so, but I don't think it's. I mean, obviously this week it looks like it paid out because there's like 3. They all scored around the same points, anyways. But I mean, like
something.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't know if he has any more. I don't know if he has any more stuff going on. All right, let's go over. You want to do standings or you want to do the weekly?
Let's get to our weekly reports. We'll run through this really quick because Bikey has some stuff to get to. So we're going to go best manager, 154 points out of
163.
Medic. 163. Originally projected for 154. Worst manager, Dossel puts up 95. Surprising. I thought I was going to get that because, because his projection was 120. Mine was already low, so fuck me. Medic blows me out by literally 80 some odd. I think it's 82.
He doubled you up basically.
Yeah, literally doubled me. He actually doubled me up and a little bit more on top of it. You know, cherry on the top or whatever. Narrow victory. Havoc with the buzzer beater, jumping it by less than 2 points. Highest score, Agon's 173. I only put up 81. That hurts. Overachiever, Agon's originally projected for 116, puts up 173 against
me, of course. Gotta
be against you. Below expectation, 114 is what I was projected. 81 is what I came out with. Dude, just seeing my name on lowest ass below expectations, like bro,
lower than Defy this week, man. Damn.
Yeah, dude, that one hurt. And I play him this week, projected for more than me.
You better win this week. You better win this week,
dude. If I lose this week, it's a wrap. Either one of us. If we
we have to win out for sure.
Yeah. QB of the week, Jared Goff puts up 42. Running back of the week, Joe Mixon with 36. Wide receiver of the week, Bikey over there with 36 with a Monra. Tight end of the week, not even going to talk about it. Kicker of the week, Jake Bates with 10.5. Defense, Houston Texans with 21 points. Fuck y'all. QB bench warmer of the week, 35 points on Piffin's bench. The boy Bo Nix.
Oh shit.
Running back bench warmer. Devontae Williams was 17.5. Wide receiver bench warmer. T. Higgins over there with 29. Should have been on Soap's team.
Yeah.
Tight end bench warmer. Zach Ertz with 17 on Dostal's bench. Kicker bench warmer. The only kicker on anybody's bench. 19.5 for Chris Boswell. The only defense on anybody's bench. Pittsburgh Steelers with 14 over there on Sick Kicks bench. Good week all around. Not necessarily for us. It's a little bit of a struggle. We go over and take a look.
You want any of these waivers? You want to see some of these waivers real quick? It's like you picked the Matt Stafford. Okay, I like that.
I had to throw somebody out there, and Stafford's gonna chuck the bitch up, and he's got the best receivers like that you could ask for right this second. So
yeah, I just kind of
had to throw it up there. I'm gonna have to take a chance on it because Josh Allen is literally non-existent this week on a bye.
All right, let's go on to our
standings real quick.
We got Havoc securing his playoff spot, 8-3, clinching playoffs. With 2 weeks left, or 3 weeks left. Sorry.
Speaking of that, Agons does the same, and I think
Sick Kicks might.
No, he's still. If he
loses
three,
and Piffin and Aaron win 3, they have they're closing in on points, so it's still possible. Yeah,
Sick Kicks has got to win.
One more game. He has
here's the thing: if he wins one more game, and
excuse me,
let's see, 5, 6, 9. Yeah, no, he has to win one game.
Yeah, he wins one game. He's in. Yeah, one of the next 3.
OBG Medic is still on the chopping block a little bit. Even though he's outscored pretty much everybody. Yeah, literally everybody.
Excuse me.
Still on the chopping block. I mean, Piffin and Aaron can make a run. So Medic has to win at least 2. So we'll see what happens with that. But on the LVI side,
I think OBG only needs to win 1 just because his point score is so high that he'll win the tiebreaker easily. So
technically,
if anything, Piffin and Aaron are honestly hoping that Sick Kicks just loses the last 3 in a row and they catch him on points.
I gotta hope something.
Yeah, either that or OBG has to somehow lose these next 3 weeks. But I don't see his team losing 3 weeks in a row. Yeah, so
he might win this whole thing, to be honest.
Yep. Over on our thing, over on our side here, me and Dreamer locked in on points. We're about 40 points behind, 40 and 45 points behind Docile. Surprisingly, we're 100 and he put up 140 this week, so 110 points away from Tamer that we have to make ground up while also winning. Obviously if we win our last 3 and either of those 2 lose their last 3, then we could squeeze our way in. I mean,
coming up this week, like I have Defy. That's going to be a 50-50 game for me because I'm missing some pieces this week.
Yeah,
I'm missing some pieces this week. I'm missing Josh Allen. I'm missing Garrett Wilson, ETN on a bye, Amari Cooper on a bye. So I'm just kind of picking and choosing right now.
I guess if you're going to go up against anybody, this is the guy you want to go up against.
Could be worse. Could be worse, right? So when you look at the rest of the league, I mean, I could take the dub there and move to 5-7. Docile plays Bikey, so that's going to be...
definitely need to win that for both of us.
For both of us, And
then Havoc needs to take care of business against Tamer, he should.
It'd be nice if me and Bikey could move to 5-7. Docile could drop to 6-6.
Tamer could drop 6-6.
Havoc against Tamer. I mean, at this point, I'm hoping for a Havoc win because he's already in. Yeah. So he drops to 6-6. I mean, that would put us 1 game back.
1 game back with 2 to play.
That would be that'd be fantastic. Over on the community side, Piffin against Soap. Piffin. That's kind of a toss-up game because Soap's team is kind of coming together right now.
Yeah.
But Piffin is making a playoff run for the sake of Bikey squad.
For the boys, for the brigade.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Sick Kicks against Medic. It looks like Medic is projected fairly low. Why?
Yeah, he might have some buys.
Chase Brown on a buy, Taysom Hill on a buy, Jamar Chase on a buy, Dalton Kincaid on a buy, New York Jets on a buy. He doesn't even have a defense in right now.
Yeah,
Lamar's playing LAC.
Yeah, it might be tough. It might be a tough finish for OBG too because
Sick Kicks might run that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and then also Lamar Jackson has a bye week. Week 14 he has a bye week too. So
same thing with Agons though
against
Aaron.
He might struggle getting in. You know, we got Aegons versus Aaron as well.
Yeah, he's got Breece Hall on a bye.
Yeah, they got all their
Brian
late.
Thomas Jr., Braylon Allen, Darnell Mooney. Like, I don't know, man. They might run into a brick wall coming to the end of the road here.
We'll see how it goes.
As we speak, Aegon's putting Jonnu Smith on the trade block. It's a random one to throw out
there. Easy trade up, you know, sell high. I like that idea. You know, he has, I mean, who does he even have right now as a tight end anyways?
I don't know, but while you look at that,
it's Trey McBride. So, I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, you could throw him out there.
Yeah.
I mean, even when we look into the future,
are trades available still?
I mean, yeah, week 13 is the trade deadline.
Oh, is our trade deadline? Oh, my bad. I thought it was week 12.
That's just kind of a default trade deadline. And
all right.
So
nice.
But even when we look into the future a little bit, I mean, everything's kind of heat, right? Because if me and you win this week, I play Docile next week.
Yeah, and to give him an L too.
That could push one of us into the playoffs right there, right?
Yep. And I have to be
Tamer plays Defy next week.
Well, hopefully CMC is like popping off by then. Back and healthy,
I guess. Hopefully not this week.
Yeah. Not this week. This week. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple things going on. I mean, Piffin plays Sick Kicks next week. Aaron plays Soap next week. Medic plays Aegons.
Or well, 2 weeks from now, right? So yeah.
Yeah. So Medic could run into a wall in week 13. Havoc plays you. Fuck. That's this will be a tough one. This will be a tough one.
So if I win these next 2 weeks, I do have Tamer possibly for the positional spot. It's kind of unfair that I don't kind of pissed I don't get to play Defy twice. I think that's a little unfair on my strength of schedule, but you know, I need to get my revenge. This is your revenge game on him, by the way. You better kick his ass. This is your revenge game. He has 2 wins.
I'm gonna get O2'd by the worst guy in the league.
You better not. You better not.
Holy shit, bro. It's weird because like even the last week I played and he's gonna run into some issues because he has week 14 Derrick Henry on a bye. That's about it, honestly.
Hey, that might be enough. I don't know. Who knows if Pacheco's even gonna be, you know, how healthy is he gonna be? Is
you know who's
gonna
run into a big issue in week 14? Sick Kicks. I just looked at that.
Yeah, Sick Kicks going against Aaron. Aaron's coming to chase him.
He's got CJ Stroud on a bye, Terry McLaurin, Zay Flowers, Siebert.
Yeah, Sick Kicks has to face. Yeah, he has to face. He has a tough ending. It's 2 guys chasing him. So he's got Aaron, Piffin, and then this upcoming week he has OBG. So he has some tough teams to face. Obviously, OBG is at a little disadvantage with his players on bye. But man, things are heating up. This is the final chance. It would be nice to hope. I just hope that there's some play-ins. I hope that the playoffs aren't locked next week. That's the main thing. I don't want playoffs to be locked next week. We got to see some people still having glimmer of hope.
You know, I want to see something come down to the last game. I don't care who it is. Hopefully it's me and you. But I don't care who it is. We'll see what happens at the end of the day. But yeah, I think that's gonna bring us towards the end. We definitely don't. Yeah. Asher's gonna kill you if you wait any longer.
Yeah, we're good.
So let's go ahead and push it towards the end. Shout out to our title sponsor, Raising Cane's, for making this possible this year. Shout out to you guys in the chat for making this even more possible. We couldn't do it without you guys. Also, shout out to Zip Chair Gaming. Very, very comfortable chairs. Shout out to Paradox Customs and Shure. You know, the best audio company in the game, in my opinion, from our headphones to our mics to our God knows what, right? So
yeah, I know.
Thank you to all our sponsors. This has been just an amazing year, and hopefully the next couple weeks will just be just as amazing. So,
yeah, we'll see what mood we're in next week. I hope it's a good mood.
We'll see, man. We'll see if we're all smiles or if I'm breaking shit. I might shatter something on stream. Hopefully not. But it's been a hell of a day, man. So it's been Dreamer, my co-host over here, Bikey.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys.
Yeah, you've been watching the Inferno Hot Corner. Y'all have an amazing night, man. We appreciate you guys. See you next week.
See you guys next week. Back on Tuesday
7 p.m. Yes, sir.
Tuesday, 7 p.m.